number 11 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Lost a throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fields. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up here, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. It's complete to the right. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job on the defense covering that thing up.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
On the set. Clear.
They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Breaks
into the open. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the third play of this drive, third down.
Hits the afterburners. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Finds the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Tate. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is...
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Carr. A strike downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
A nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Got a man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Ohio State. The defense does the work itself with the pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the 1st quarter with an onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. Quickly to the tight end. Smashes ahead. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's locked. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Graham. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
To the air, it's Sayin. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
You know, the problem about taking shots against cover 3 is that the corner playing on the outside already has a big cushion against the wide receiver, and he's got his eyes on it, so he can see the football thrown. You've got to be pinpoint accurate. If you're not, it could be an interception, and that's what happened right there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Still looking, on the move. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Price. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He wants to take the top off. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
To the air on second down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Complete downfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's first and 10 from the 13. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Carr. He's got him. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over.
He lost one down the sideline. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. On the run, it's Love. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Makes the catch at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarter...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return.